Right, okay. So Swiss ball. So we will work, some of you, Helen hasn't got a ball, so she's going to use a roller. So I will be giving hints for other things to be doing, or what to be doing if you haven't got a ball. Anyway, so starting sitting on your roller or on your ball or on a poof, but basically sitting on an unstable platform so that we have to get our, we have to work harder at our alignment. So just sitting on the top of the ball, get your nose, breastbone, tummy, button, crutch all in a vertical line. And then hips, centre of my hip joint is here. So if I have my waist there or my hip width there, that's my middle of each leg. So I want to have my knees in line with that and my feet under my knees. So the reason for that is that this bone here sits, is an angle like that, and it sits at peace in that hip joint. If your legs are wide, you've got this opening and it's pushing in that in the hip joint. So we just want to be moved to get full range of motion. We need the pendulum effect of the hip and the leg. So we're just going to roll the ball forwards and backwards, keeping the waist to the top of the head still, pulling that ball forward. So we're really moving through that lower back and through that waist, pushing forward and back. So you can feel and visualize your vertebrae. So from your tailbone through your pelvis, you're trying to bend your pelvis backwards. You're trying to bend through each vertebra and disc all the way up. So just think of them one at a time, going up the back. Are you getting an even push? Is it more at the waist? Is it more at the upper back? So make it even the whole way through, all the way forward, all the way back. And then bring that motion into a smaller and smaller movement. So that we've got those seat bones straight down into the floor. And we've got our neutral spine, so a small curve in that lower back, and then a small curve outwards in the thoracic spine and the bra strap area. So now we're going to go side to side, keeping in that column, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, keeping straight. So I'm not slumping and doing it. I'm not overarching. I'm keeping that neutral spine. So really lifting up, and stretching through that hip, stretching through that side. Okay, you can take your arms out wide. You can take our arms straight overhead. We can push those arms all the way up tall, so that as we push the right hip down, we push that right arm up. As we push the left hip down, we push the left arm up. So we're reaching. So I'm scissoring my arms as I take the ball side to side. You can't see the top of my hand, but I'm scissoring, like reaching up. So I'm getting stretching. Good, and then bring those arms down wide, bring them back onto the ball, onto your hip, and then make that movement come smaller and smaller so that you've got even weight on those seat bones. Hold your hands on your hips, and we're going to do that Sacroiliac Glide. So a bit like what we did on the roller yesterday, pushing that right knee forward, left knee back, keeping the tummy button and breastbone facing forward. And I can go left knee forward, right knee back. So you can see on the black lines of my trousers. I go back with one, back with the other. So if I put my thumbs around on that lower back, I can feel that sacroiliac joint where my thumb is moving. So I can feel the pelvis on one side moving forward and then on the other. Really getting that moving. Now that should be even. And if it is too sticky or uneven, the exercise we did yesterday on the roller is the one you need to do more of. This is pretty good for loosening up. So moving. And this gets sticky from falls, from sitting on boats, sitting on horses, sitting on bicycles, sitting in cars where there's jolting when we're in the sitting position, and we can do that jolting into that hip. Okay, bring that to a standstill with the knees level, hands on the hip. We're just going to lift that left knee, left heel up off the floor and put it down. Lift that right heel up off the floor and put it down. So I've still got the toes on the floor. So I've got my crutch, tummy, button, breastbone, nose in a line. Lift that left heel up and put it down. Lift that right heel up and put it down. Lift that left heel up and lift that whole leg up and put it down. Lift that right heel up, lift that whole leg up and put it down. Left heel up, whole leg, and try to avoid moving the ball under you. Try to stay in column. So I'm pushing through my right side, so I lift the left heel up, put that down, lift that right heel up, push through that left side. Put it down. Keep those shoulders parallel. Push that right leg down. Left heel up. My shoulders stay parallel. Hips stay parallel. I'm not trying not to tilt. One more on the other side. Lifting up. And put that down. Okay. I'm going to stretch those hamstrings out. So slide this right leg forward. Turn the breastbone towards the thigh. Slide those hands down that leg. Keeping that knee straight, so you might need to run your bum just off the edge, front edge of the ball. Sliding those hands down. Now I'm going to roll the ball towards the right. Turn my eyes towards the left. And then roll the ball towards the left. Turn my eyes to the right. Roll the ball over to the right. Roll the ball over to the left. Bring that ball into the middle. Put those fingertips on the floor if you can and bring those toes up to your nose. Push those toes away. Bring those toes up. Push those toes away. Bend the knee a bit. Take that tummy right down onto that thigh and then push that knee down in towards the floor so you feel the stretch higher up in the hamstring. Hands on the thigh, lift yourself up to vertical and change legs. So left leg goes out straight, turn the breastbone towards that flat leg, roll those hands down, keeping that back straight so you feel the stretch through the back, stretch through the hamstring. So try to have that knee straight. Roll the ball to the left. I'm holding onto the ankle and I roll the ball to the right. Roll the ball to the left. Roll the ball to the right. Come back to center, put the fingertips on the floor, push those toes down flat in the floor, and then bring those toes all the way up towards your nose. Push those toes away, spread them on the floor. Bring those toes up to your nose, keeping your knees straight, feel the stretch in the calf. Release the foot, put it on the floor, bend the knee, take the chest right down onto that thigh, take the tummy onto the thigh. And then push that knee away down to the floor and feel the stretch up in the upper hamstring. Breathing in, breathing out. Put the hands on the thigh, lift yourself up to vertical. Take those feet apart. So I'm going to bring myself onto the front edge of the ball. I'm going to take my feet as wide as I feel comfortable. And then I'm going to lower my body, but keep bending at the hip, keeping my back straight. So I lead with my tummy button. Down to the floor. Yeah, nice neutral spines. Straight as we can. So Helen, yeah, try to be as straight as you can. Actually, Helen, you might be better perched on a chair so that you're a bit higher up. So your bum's higher. Legs are straight, great. Really let those legs go apart. Put the hands flat on the floor if you can. Breathing in. Push the perch on the front corner, on one of the corners of your chair. And take your legs apart and lean that body down, lean that chest to the floor so we've got nice straight legs. Walk those hands towards the right leg and bend it. Feel the stretch through that left leg, left hip. Walk those hands to the center and walk them over to the left leg. Bend the left leg a bit and feel the stretch through that right inner thigh. And then bring those hands back to center. Let those feet slide out a bit wider if you can. Lengthen the body, push the head away from the tailbone. And then walk those hands back towards the ball to push your bum back on the top and bring those feet back in together. Good, sit yourself up tall. Turn around to the left. So I've got my left bum resting on the ball, right leg is behind. Pubic bone, tuck your bottom under you. So your pubic bone is forwards, tummy button, breastbone are all in a vertical line. Roll those shoulders up to the ears back. Take hold of those hands behind you and push them away and down. Release your hands. Feel the stretch in the front of this thigh. If you don't feel much of a stretch, glide the body forwards on the board towards that front leg. Feel the stretch, but keep that hip bone tucked forward. Now bring that back knee forwards into the ball. Feeling tension down the front of this back leg. Breathing in. Take the right arm up into the sky. Breathing out, release the tension off that front leg and push the knee to the floor, push the hand up high. Push the hand up, reaching it over towards the left-hand side, stretching through that left. Roll the body round to the right so you're facing there, so I'm facing you a bit. And then I roll the body away towards the ball so I feel the stretch change through my body. Turn to the right a bit, turn to the left a bit. And then release that right arm. Sit yourself up on the ball, facing the front and turn onto the other side. So resting on that right buttock, make sure you've got a good safe position. Tuck that pubic bone under you. Breastbone, tummy button, pubic bone in a vertical line. Pull that back knee forward. Roll those shoulders up to the ears back. Take hold of those hands behind, push them away and release them. Feeling the tension in the front of this back leg, breathing in. On the out breath, take that left arm up into the sky, release the tension in that leg, push that left arm high, push that knee down. Breathing in, breathing out. Turn the body round to the right a bit. Turn the body round to the left a bit. Feel it spiraling just round that hip. Turn the body to the right. Turn the body to the left. Release that arm. Sit yourself up, come back onto the ball. Okay, give yourself some space. We're going to roll ourselves so we lay on the ball. So go on your roller, Helen. So sitting on the ball, walking those feet forward and come onto your back on the ball. So Helen, you do the rolls that we normally do on the thoracic on the ball. So I want you to have your bum touching the ball, knees are bent, knees are above the feet. Chest is up, pointing up to the sky, head's resting on the ball, bum's on the ball. Breathing in, on the out breath, roll those shoulders up to the ears into the ball, slide them down and let those hands just hang towards the feet. Bend those knees and let the bum drop down to the floor. Straighten those knees and let the head go down to the floor. Make sure your feet are parallel. Hip distance or a touch wider apart, bend those knees. And then straighten. So when your knees are hip distance apart, your thighs are parallel. When your thighs are parallel, they can swing in that pelvis and have a larger range of motion. Bend those knees, straighten those knees. Let those arms swing up towards, so you're coming in a scarecrow when you're lying flat on your back, legs are straight. Arms are pushing as far away from each other as they can. Push those fingers, letting them hang to the floor. Feel the stretch through the arms, through the fascia. Feel it all the way down through the forearm, down through the palm of your hand and into the tips of your fingers. Push those hands away. Bend those knees, let the hands swing towards the feet so the tension goes. And then straighten those legs. Hands come to 90 degrees to the body again. And you feel the tension all the way through the length of the arm. Push. Push those fingers away. And then release, bending the knees. And then straighten those legs. And then let those hands swing all the way up over your head. So those hands come all the way wide, all the way up, straight over the head. Reaching those fingers away. Reaching those fingers down to the floor, pushing that chest up. Really lengthening. Really push that chest up high, push the bum into the ball, push the fingers down to the floor, feel the stretch through the underneath of your ribs, feel the stretch through the belly. Take those hands together and push them away, breathing in. Lengthen and push out. This is an amazing stretch for your back because it's a nice even curve and you'll support it the whole length of your spine. Push those fingers away, draw that tummy in if you feel it in the lower back. And then bend those knees and release. Take your hands onto your hip. Chest is on the top of the ball, eyes looking straight up to the sky. Clench the bum, lift the bum away from the ball, come into a bridge. Release the bum, let it hang down around the ball, breathing in. Clench the bum, push the pubic bone forward and lift one vertebra at a time away from the ball. So we rest on the shoulders and our heels and our arms are on the ball. I've got my hands on my hips so I can feel they're the same height. I don't want one hip down, one hip up. Make sure they're the same height. Lower that back down around that ball. Breathing in. On the out breath, clench and lift. So my left hip gets a bit lazy. It's not quite as high as the right. I've got to make sure it comes up. So let's pivot those hips. Let's push that left hip higher than the right. Feel how the bum has to engage. And then release to what we think is neutral. And then clench that right hip and push that above the left. And then release. And then engage that left hip, pushing it higher. Feel that bum. And then push through both heels and lift that right heel up a bit. Bum up higher, hip up higher. And then come parallel. Glide forwards a bit so that we get the knees over the feet. And then glide backwards a bit so the knees go behind the feet. And then come back to that central position. Take those arms out to 45 degrees. Lift that left heel up, resting on the right foot. Release that left heel. Let's stay with the left side. Lift that left heel up. Put it down. Lift that left heel up. Pull those arms into the ball and take that left foot off the floor. Straighten that left leg out. And then bend it and put it back down. Push those arms into the ball. Lift that left heel up. Lift that left leg up. Straighten that left leg. Bend that left leg and put it back down. Push those arms into the ball. Go onto the left leg. Lift that right heel up. Put that right heel down. Lift that right heel up. Lift that right foot up. Put that right foot down. Lift that right heel up. Lift that right foot up. Straighten that right leg. Bend that right leg and put it down. Lift that right heel up. Lift that right leg up. Straighten it. Bend it. Put it down. Pull those arms into the ball. Lift that left heel up. Straighten that left leg. Bend it. Put it back down. Pull those arms into the ball. Lift that right heel up. Straighten that right leg. Bend it and put it down. One more on each side. Pull those arms into the ball and stabilize. Lift that left leg up. Straighten it. Bend it. Put it down. Pull those arms into the ball. Lift that right heel up. Lift that, straighten it. Bend it and put it down. Good. Okay. Drop that bum down around the ball and release. Curl that bum up and lengthen. Ease that bum down around the ball and move that lower back. Curl and lift and hold. Bring those arms straight up into the sky. Roll those arms over to the right, going onto that right shoulder. Bring those arms straight up into the sky. Roll over onto that left side. Bring those arms straight up in the sky. Go over to the right. Push through that left leg when you're on that right side. Go all the way up and over to the left. Push through that right leg. Hands all the way up to the sky, over to the right, pushing through that left leg. All out to the sky and push through that right leg. And all the way back up to vertical. Take those arms apart. Glide that ball over to under the left shoulder. Push that left arm down and stabilize. Glide all the way over to that right arm. Push that right arm down. Resting on that left leg, stabilise. Going all the way over the other way. Push that left arm down. Weights on the right leg, left arm. And then go back and stabilise. Push that right arm down. Go all the way over to the left leg. Right arm. See if you can take that right leg off the floor. Go back to centre. Straighten the body. Push those arms straight into the ball. Push that left arm down. Weight on the right leg. See if you can lift the left foot off the floor. Glide back. Take those arms straight up into the sky. Take those hands straight over the head. Straighten those knees. Reach that body up over the ball. Pull those toes up towards your nose. Bring those hands straight up into the sky. Bend those knees. Lift those hips up. Take those arms apart again. Gliding to the left. Gliding to the right. Gliding to the left, keeping the body straight. Gliding to the right. Gliding to the left. Gliding to the right. Back to centre. Arms straight up. Bring those hands down on the hips. Walk your feet towards the ball and sit yourself up. Sit yourself up. So let's move the ball to somewhere where we've got some stability, to a wall. A wall or piece of furniture or something. Sitting on the front edge of it. Let's just loosen up that lower back first. So hands on the thighs, pelvic tilt. Just push the ball away, pull it towards. Push the ball away, pull it towards. Push the ball away, up and pelvic tilting, pull it towards. Sit up nice and tall. Okay, let's start with those arms crossed. So breathing in. On the out breath, curling that vertebra one at a time down onto the floor. Let those elbows come up above your face. Chin into the chest, lift yourself back up. Curling all the way down onto the ball. Holding horizontal. Take those arms straight up above your head. Bring those arms back down, curl yourself back up. Curl yourself down, take those arms straight above your face. Take those arms straight over your head, reaching away. Bring those arms up above your face, cross them, sit back up. Lowering down to flat, push those arms straight away from your face. Lower them over your head so they're pushing away from your head. Bring those arms back up above your head, crossing them and sit back up. So we make a short lever when we sit and go back. So we go down here, got a short lever with those arms, so they're not really helping. Then we put them straight above the head, reach away, so they're challenging the core. Now, if we want to come up, let's leave those arms there. Hold them next to the ears and sit back up with the arms vertical. You can link your fingers if you want. If you want to go back to crossing the elbows, that's fine. Lowering down to flat, pushing those hands straight away from the knees, breathing in. On the out breath, sitting all the way up to tall. And when you're sitting, make sure you push onto your middle bottom. Curling down to flat, reaching those hands away, breathing in. On the out breath, lifting all the way up. This is good for cycling, riding, sitting on the edge of a boat. Get your body tall, curl down to flat. Get those tummy muscles working, push those hands away. Bring those arms like wings down to touch your leg. Take those arms away and make them touch each other above your head. Clench that tummy, lift yourself back up and push onto that middle bottom. 3 more, breathing in. On the out breath, lowering down to flat. Bring those arms around in angel wings down to your legs. Take them all the way above your head, clenching your tummy, lift yourself back up. 2 more. On the out breath, lowering down to flat. Bring those arms down by your side, holding yourself horizontal. Bring those arms back, touching each other and curling, lift yourself back up. 1 more. Lowering down to flat. So we're horizontal, we're not curling around the ball. Bring those arms around to those legs. Bring those arms back and curling and sitting all the way back up. Bring your arms down in front, cross the elbows. leaning back to 45 degrees, turning to the left, turning to the right. Keep that chest up. So we do this sitting on the floor, but on the ball we've got to stabilise it. Turning right, chest up, turning left. Everybody's chest up, turning right, turning left. So lead with your tummy button, turning right. So we're not turning the shoulders, we're turning from the tummy button. Turning to the right, turning to the left. Hold left, hold left, hold left. Take those arms straight to the left. Bring those arms up to the center as we turn. All the way over to the right, push those hands away. All the way up and rotate around. Good, leaning back, bring that chest up. Turning all the way around to the right. Draw that core in if you feel it in your lower back, or cross your elbows if you feel it in your back. Turning to the left, turning to the right, and back to the center. Okay, go onto your left-hand side on the roller. On the ball. And Helen, I think just go on the floor, or you can go on the roller. Okay, left hand on the ground. Maybe try sitting on the roller, Helen. Left hand on the ground, right hand up, all the way over the head. Reach and stretch. So that's really stretch through that body, really reaching. Lengthening that right arm, straighten that right leg, pushing that right leg right away from the hand. So you're stretching all through the armpit, all through the side. Bring that right arm all the way up to the sky. Bend it, touch your shoulder. Breathing in on the out breath, put the left hand underneath, touching the shoulder on the underside. Clench with the tummy, lift yourself up. Ease yourself all the way around to curl. So that's 8. And lift. 7 and lift. 6. Try and lift your body off the roller, Helen. And down. 5. So you can just do it lying on your side on the floor. And 4. And down. 3. Yeah, or put the roller under your hip more. And 2. And 1, hold yourself up high. So the idea is that you're curving to the floor and then you're lifting away. So we're holding up high. Turn the body to the right. Turn the body to the left. Come straight. Take those arms like a scarecrow. Lowering down to the ground. Lifting up for 5. And down. Touch the floor with your hand. And 4. And 3. And 2, and 1, and then turn around to face the front, and go all the way around onto the other side. So Helen, pad it up maybe so that you've got a cushion on top of the roller so that you're laying over something, so you're curved towards the floor, and you're lifting away from that. So right hands are on the floor. Left hand up, all the way over the head. Push that left hand away from the left foot. Straighten that left leg. Reach that left hand away, stretching all through that left armpit, through those left ribs, stretching those ribs, stretching through that hip joint, pushing that leg away. Bring that left arm up to the sky, bend it, put the hand on the shoulder. Bend the right hand arm, put that hand on the shoulder too, breathing in. On the out breath, clench the tummy, lift yourself up and lower. So the armpit touches the ball. For 8. And lower. 7. And lower. 6. And lower. 5. And lower. 4. And lower. 3, lower, 2, lower, 1, hold up tall, turn to the right, turn to the left, turn to the right, turn to the left, Come back to center, take the arms like a scarecrow. Lower down, touch the fingers to the floor. Lift. So don't reach. The hand touches the floor when it gets there. Good, 3 more. And touch. 2 more. And touch. Or 1 more. And touch. Hand on the ball, turn yourself around onto your back so you're sitting again. Bring those arms up in front, breathing in. On the out breath, lower that body all the way down onto the ball, soften the knees, bring the ball towards the wall, take those arms over the head, rest that head on the ball, reach that body away, breathing in. On the out breath, chin into the chest, bring yourself up with the arms staying overhead and then they come in front, breathing in. On the out breath, curling all the way down to open. Lengthen, push that head away, breathing in. On the out breath, chin into the chest and sit yourself all the way back up. And then down again, all the way over to open. Reach those hands away over the head. Breathing in, chin into the chest, lifting yourself up, the hands come in front. Good, breathing in. On the out breath, curling all the way down. Really go around so you curl and stick to the ball with the top of the head. Reaching those fingers to the floor, chin into the chest, roll yourself all the way back up. 2 more, curling all the way down. Reaching those arms over the head, lifting yourself all the way back up. Last one, curling all the way down. Reaching over the head, chin into the chest and lift yourself all the way back up. Excellent. Turn yourself around on the ball. So make sure your pelvis is on the edge of the ball. Pelvis is on the ball. Legs, heels are against the wall. Legs are straight. Clench with that bum. Yeah. Good. Nice invention, Helen. Okay, clenching with the bum, right? Ease that bum so the body comes down, hands come on the floor in front. Release, let yourself curl all the way around it, chins on the ball. So just in within a cat and dog stretch, as it were. Breathing in. On the out breath, lift yourself all the way back up. Let your hands just hang, that's fine. Clenching the bum, pushing a pubic bone into the ball, and then down and lower. Hands come to the floor. Clench with the bum, lift, take those arms behind you, reaching towards your feet, and then lowering all the way back down. And then lifting and reaching towards those feet, and then lowering all the way back down. Clench and reach towards those feet. Bend those elbows. Turning the body to the left. Back to center. Turning to the right, back to center. Turning left, try not to hyperextend your lower back. Back to center, so big clench with the bum, turning right, and a big open of that chest. Turning left, center, right, center. Hold yourself here. Pulse those arms back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them here. Push those arms straight up above the head. Bring those elbows down to that waist. Push those arms straight up above that head. Bring those elbows down to the waist. Push those arms straight up above the head. Clench the bum. Feel your bum working. Bring those arms down. Lower yourself down in front, hands to the floor. Breathing in, hands in prayer. Breathing out, bring those hands apart. Hands in prayer, so I've got my legs are a little soft and my back is horizontal, so parallel to the floor. Bring those arms apart, bring those hands together. So my bum's not really tense at the minute. Bring those hands apart, hold them there. Now clench the bum, lift that body, straighten those legs, lengthen. Holding strong, elbows away from the side, push those hands straight up above the head. Bring those elbows down towards the feet. Good, keeping the armpits wide. Push those hands straight up above the head. Bring those hands back, down, elbows back by the side. Push those arms straight up above the head so the upper arms level with your ear. Hands higher, Hilary, arms behind you more. Bring those arms down, turning to the left, turning to the right, turning left, turning right. Back to center and release. Roll that ball forward a little bit so the heels are away from the wall. Weight of your body is on the ball. Breathing in. Breathing in. On the out breath, lifting that right leg up off the floor. And then touch the toes back down. Clench and lift that right leg up. And then touch the toe down. So just lift the foot level with the bum. Lift that right leg up. Lower it down. Lift that left leg up. Lower it down. Lift that left leg up. Lower it down. Lift that left leg up. Lower it down. Lift the right leg up. Lift the left leg up too. So feet are level with the head ideally. So lift, if your legs are coming higher, lift your head up higher. Lift your upper body up higher. So push, I'm on my fingertips. Okay, lower the right leg down and lift. Lower the left leg down and lift. Lower the right leg down and lift. Lower the left leg down and lift. Bend those knees. Push that right heel to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the left heel to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push both heels to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2. Clenching the bum. 1. Lengthen those legs out straight. Lift that right heel up and release. Left leg up, release. Right leg up, release. Left leg, release. Right leg, release. Left leg, release. Hold those legs strong. Balancing on those fingers or those hands. Take that right hand up off the floor. Bring it back down. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Lift that left hand up off the floor. And bring it down. Take that right hand up off the floor. Lengthen the body. Bring it down. Bring that left hand up off the floor. And bring it down. Lengthening the body. See if you can take both hands out wide off the floor. See if you can find that balance point. Oh, lost it. Okay, toes on the floor, hands on the floor. Give yourself space in front. Move the ball away, and we're going to roll ourselves forward so that we've got our knees on the ball. Roll ourselves forward. So hands are on the floor under the shoulders, turn the inside of the elbows forward. Bring those knees in so the ball comes under you. So Helen, lie on your back and do the scrunching up and lengthening. Lengthen those legs away. Draw those knees in. Lengthen those legs away. So you can lie on your back on the floor, head on the ground, Helen. Taking alternate legs out, bring that ball in. Extend it out. And then you can do both legs together if you want. Remember, you've got the floor to help you. Bring the knees in. Take the knees out. Bring the knees in. Roll the ball to the left. So we go onto that right leg. And then roll the ball to the right. So we go on that left leg. Roll the ball to the left. So we go on the right leg. Roll the ball to the right. So we go on to that left leg. Back to center. Straighten those legs out. Good, that one's hard. Straightening those legs out. Now we're going to do the pike. Draw the ball in, keeping those legs straight. Straighten those legs away. You might need to push the ball further away from you. Breathing in. Pull that ball in. Bum up in the air, straighten those legs out. Pull that ball in, try to stay in neutral. Bum up into the air, and then lengthen. Pull that ball in, bum up into the air, and lengthen. One more. Pull that ball in, bum up into the air, and lengthen. Okay, hop off the ball. Hop off the ball, release those hands. Give yourself something softer to lie on if you need. We're going to put the feet on the ball. So lying yourself down on the floor. Lie yourself down on the floor. With your feet on the ball. So legs on the ball. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, into the floor, slide them down on the ground. My heels and calves are on the ball. Draw the ball in. Lift that tailbone up and release that lower back. Release the tailbone, lengthen the ball away. Right, rolling those shoulders up to the ears, into the floor, slide them down. Pull those shoulder blades into the ground. They're touching the ground all the time. Bring that ball in, pushing the soles of the feet on the ball. Lift that tailbone up, keeping those shoulders down. Release the tailbone, lengthen the ball away. Bring the ball in, lift the tailbone up, and then lift all the way up into that bridge. Keeping those knees bent, and then lowering all the way down, keeping those shoulders on the floor. Arching that back at the bottom, breathing in. On the out breath, curling that body all the way up onto those feet. Lengthen that ball away, straighten those legs. Bring that ball in, lowering that body down to the floor, keeping the shoulders back and down. Arch the back at the bottom, breathing in. On the out breath, curling all the way up, hips are level with the chest and the knees. Lengthen those legs away, holding yourself here. Lift that left leg up off the ball, pushing the right leg in. Put that left leg down. Lift that left leg up, bend that knee, bring it in towards the head. Straighten that leg out, put that leg back on the ball, make sure your hips are level. Lifting up. Weight on the left leg, bring that right leg into the sky. Put that right leg back down. Bring it into the sky, bend the knee into the chest, extend the leg into the sky, lower it back down. Pull the ball into the bum, lower that body down to the floor. Arch the back at the bottom, breathing in. On the out breath, peel the back off the floor, holding those hips high, lengthen that ball away. Bring that ball in, lower that body down. Arch the back at the bottom, breathe in. On the out breath, lift that body up, lengthen that ball away. Bring that left leg into the sky. Bring that ball back in. Take that ball back out. Bring that left leg down. Take that right leg into the sky. Be careful with this, Ros, with your hamstring. Bring that ball in. Take that ball out. Lower that right leg down. Lower the body down onto the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out, legs are straight, roll those shoulders up to the ears, into the floor, slide them down, push the fingers away from the top of the head. Bring that ball in a bit and hold on to the outside edges of it. Hold on to either side, breathing in. On the out breath, straighten those legs, all in the air. Turn the ball to the right. Turn the ball to the left. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Turn the ball to the right. Turn the ball to the left. Turn it right. Turn it left. Back to center. Keep those legs straight. Push those hands down towards the bum, past the bum. Lower that ball down to the floor, keeping neutral. Squeeze with the ball. Hold it when it touches the floor. Breathing in. On the out breath. Bring that ball all the way up to the sky. Take those arms to the sky too. Take those arms down to the floor above the head. Take the ball down to the floor. Breathing in. Hold your hands just off the floor. Hold those legs just off the floor, squeezing the ball. And then lift. Touch the ball with the hands. Lower. You can rest the ball on the floor. Rest the ball on the floor. Lengthen those legs. Keep neutral spine. Lift that ball up. Touch the ball on the hands. Lower the ball down. Push those hands away. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring those hands up. Lowering that ball down. Lowering those arms down. And then bring that ball back up. Soften those knees. Pop the ball on the floor. Put those legs on the top. Heels rest on the ball. Take those fingers all the way up to the sky. Breathing in. Chin into the chest. Roll yourself all the way up to sitting. All up. Hold on to your ankles. Go, good girl. Well done. Right, holding those ankles, try to straighten those knees. Try to lift that chest up. Everybody's chest up, straight back. Hold on to the back of the calves. Lift that chest up. Breathing in. Take the hands away. Hold yourself here. And then lower down to the floor. So, Roz, put your feet down the front, down the edge of the ball. Push the ball away from you a bit. Yeah, so your feet aren't so high. Take the hands over the head. Breathing in. On the out breath, arms up to the sky. Turn into the chest and roll all the way up. If your feet are right on the top of the ball, obviously it makes your legs higher. So bring them down the side. Hold on to the calves. Lift that chest up. Lift that chest up. Breathing in. Push those knees down towards the floor. Breathing out. Take those hands away from the ball. Cross those arms. Lowering down slowly to the floor. Take those arms straight overhead. Reach. Breathing in on the out breath. Arms to the sky. Chin into the chest. Roll yourself up. Point to those feet. Try not to hold them. If you need to hold them to pull that chest up, you can. But I want the chests up. Sam, chest up. Good. Hilary, chest up. Breathing in on the out breath. Lower down and bring those arms all the way over the head. One more. Breathing in on the out breath. Chin into the chest. Lift yourself up. Point to those feet. Lift up that chest. Turn those arms to the right. Back to center. Turn those arms to the left, turning from the tummy. Back to center. Hold those shins. Or rather, hold on those shins, yeah, above the knee. Take the right hand away. Turn that right hand all the way open. Can touch the floor behind. Lift. Stretch through that chest. Take the hand off the floor. Bring it all the way back. Hold on to that left leg. Right leg rather, sorry. Left hand comes away. It's on the floor. Lift and turn. Take the hand away, holding yourself here. Bring yourself back. Hold those arms in front. Roll yourself all the way down. Take those arms overhead. Bend those knees. Pop the feet on the floor either side of the ball. And just keep hold of the ball so it doesn't run away. Breathing in. On the out breath, hands up to the sky, chin into the chest. Sit yourself up, nice and easy. Lift that chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up. Hands horizontal. Hands on top of the ball. Take the legs apart. Roll that ball away and stretch. Lead with the chest. Bend at that hip. Good. So really lean forward. Helen, lean forward at the hip, holding here. Push that ball away, stretching. Let that head come down. Roll the ball towards that right foot. Put the right hand on the right foot. Look under your left arm. Stretch through that left side. Roll that ball towards the left foot. Left hand on the foot. Right hand on the top of the ball. And look under that right arm. Stretch through that right side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Come all the way back to center. Take those legs apart, reaching forwards and stretch through that inner thigh. Turn that body and reach to that right leg and stretch through that hamstring. Feel the stretch in that lower back. Walk those hands around towards that left leg. Take the tummy down towards the thigh and stretch through that hamstring and stretch through that right lower back. Come back to center. Walk your hands up to up so the body comes vertical. Bring those feet together. Hold on to the ball if you want. Pop those hands on the floor behind the bum. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Lift that chest up. Keep the bum on the floor, but lift that body up straight. So vertical. Chest forwards more. Everybody walk their hands towards their bottom a bit more and get your chest forward more so you're not leaning back onto your hands. Good. Stretch that body up. Release onto those onto the middle bottom. Take those hands all the way up to the sky. Breathing in, reach those arms up and lift that body up. Breathing out, take those arms out wide. Dust the floor, swing them all the way back up, palms together. Touch your forehead with your thumbs. Breathing in. Breathing out, push those arms up like you're diving into the sky. Lengthen that upper body, tighten those thighs, push those heels to the floor and lengthen those legs. Breathing in, hand on the out breath, release those arms, rest them on your legs and roll your shoulders. Nice one. Good.